Why do I say that? Global haves are the people who are globally connected. They're part of the global economy. They float very easily. For them, Rio is same as Berlin, is same as Bangalore. I mean, that's a very different economy today. Then haves and have-nots within a local economy are same, but then there are global have-nots such as maquiladoras in Mexico. People who are part of the global economy, but they are the ones who are really being exploited or find themselves as being exploited by this economy. What is the line? What divides all of this? Honestly speaking, education plays a big role. There was a time when education was not a dividing line. Today, anybody who is the global have, if you think about it, look at for anybody who's about 45 or younger, because we're talking about different generation, every single person who is in that global haves economy has a college education, college degree. That tells you that college education is becoming more and more a dividing line. It has never been more important to pay attention to what's happening in college education than it is today. So I'm glad we're having this discussion. Why we have to put this in an urban setting or urban sense? Think about it for a second. For this country right now, 86% of Americans live in an urban area. Almost practically the entire country. 85% of the jobs are in urban areas. If you take a look at just the largest 15 metropolitan areas, of which we are one, we are third in the country, just the largest 50% of all the college education, 51% of all the jobs, they are all in just those 50 metropolitan areas. So we are lucky to be here where we are today. Houston ranks 4th in the total population. However, it ranks 17th in student enrollment, 33rd in the number of degrees awarded. It ranks 8th in the health degrees awarded, but 36th in engineering degrees awarded, and it ranks 43rd out of 50. See, we're talking about 50. 43rd in English and language degrees awarded. That tells you that we really have a challenge on our hand right here in Houston. Houston ranks 6th in terms of university expenditures and 8th in terms of federal appropriations and contracts and grants that are brought here. So we do have a gap to fill. Now, even rural universities such as College Station and A&M, even those kinds of universities, or the one that I graduated from, that's Purdue University, even they have urbanized their outreach and their programming. I mean, you cannot find today a university that was established 150 years ago in the boonies is staying in the boonies today. They are all coming in metropolitan areas with their brand and their name. So if you think about it, universities have been the best product that America had to offer in last, you can say, 60, 70, 80 years. It's not McDonald's, I'm sorry to say that. It's not, MTV. It's not music. All of those things are greatly, hugely popular in other countries, but it is the college degrees, the universities, American universities, that really have a shining product. So what does make a great university? It's the space, it's the professors, it's the students, and it's the environment. There's just nothing else. I mean, people like me, they come and go. That's not how great universities are built. They're really built by those 4 things. So I want you to think about it for a second about the space. Right now, many countries are building fantastic knowledge cities, beautiful universities. Go to Dubai, go to Qatar, go to Panama City, and you can see the bricks and mortars, and it's just like they're fabulous there. However, there's something that they don't have, which is what I'm going to come to in a second, and that's the environment. I have had, in my 14 months at University of Houston, I've had 3 country delegations that I have met who said we are building a new university and we want to be exactly like an American university. And they don't mean bricks and mortar, because that's there. It is the accumulation of knowledge, talent, the professors, and in the kind of environment where they are free to do their work and explore different things. So let's look at professors and teachers here. There used to be a time when I come from India, and I know when I left India to come here, the word was very famous that this is brain drain from India. Well, today it's no longer true. India thinks, as I'm sure Turkey thinks today, it is brain harvesting. It is brain gain. they don't look at it as brain drain. They look at it as a diaspora. They think their talent is out there. What a wonderful deal we are getting from America. You send your talent there. They are over there. If they come back, if you can attract them back, even if they are not there, they can still invest back. They can still be part of your diaspora trying to help the economy. And the reason I'm saying that is because I want you to think about higher education in the American context, and then I'll put it in the global context from that angle as well. We have a challenge in this country now because you will see the brain going to other countries. If you look at 4 countries that were known as the tigers, the Asian tigers, Singapore and Taiwan and South Korea and Hong Kong, the time when they were developing themselves, they had attracted their talent back from America to come back and invest in their own country. So we do have that challenge to think about. Now, other countries right now are matching pay scales. It's no longer true that you can keep the faculty here or researchers here because you pay them very well. In India, they can pay today as much, and I'm sure Turkey can pay today the same thing, and many other countries I know, so they have almost become competitive. Now, data proves that U.S. contribution to science and engineering publications have been declining steadily. USA published about 38% in 1988. That's the 38% of the publication in the top science and engineering world came from the United States in 88. Today it's 30%. Same time in Asia, they have gone from 11% to 20%. So you can see the shift coming here. And if we close our eyes, that's okay, but shift is coming. Other countries are spending a lot more on research and development, even countries that do not have enough money to feed. Now, you might say that's not a good strategy. Nonetheless, that is their strategy. You know about the Indian Institute of Technology, or IITs in India. The saying goes that if you can't get admission in IIT, try MIT. Because those are the hardest institutions to get in. You know, over 1 million people apply, 3,000 get in those institutions. Well, they are right now in a position where they can attract the researchers and scholars back. When they were established, at that time, India was such a poor country. That was just after India's independence. People said Prime Minister Nehru was just out of his mind in putting money in these institutes. However, he said that that was important for India, that will be India's future. And today you can see the basis of their edge in technology that India is able to pull and make such waves. So people are spending, poor countries also are spending in R&D, while the United States R&D expenditures stand flat where it was 25 years ago. Okay, now let's take a look at the students for a second. Students have many, many more options today. There was time when people were coming to the United States. Today, they can come go to Australia, they can go to Great Britain, they can go to India, they can go to many, many other places. And the tuition cost, and that's how I don't claim that our tuition cost here is high or low just within the United States. We have to look what the cost of tuition is in the global marketplace, because education is becoming a global marketplace. And let me give you some figures just to tell you why we are marketing or pricing ourselves out of the market. In Finland, one semester cost for this is cost of tuition in Finland for one semester, one student is $271. In Sweden, $852. France, $1,738. Germany, $2,000. UK, $3,500. Australia, $3,800. Japan, $8,200. And yes, United States, over $9,000. Right here, you can see the students today have many more options. They have options before they come for education, and they have options after they graduate from the university, because they do not have to necessarily stay in this country. They can simply go from here, find a job in their own country or in other countries.